Friends, look who it is. It is Tuesday. This is the Two Guys Tech Home Lab Hour. I am your faithful host, Rich Teslo. It is a beautiful day in Oregon here. Not that you could tell because I'm in the studio, but fall is here, and so it's nice, cool nights, nice warm day still. But anyway, I was out last week. I'm sure you guys all know that. I'm going to turn the background music down just a little bit because it's a little loud. I was out last week. I had some conflicts, but actually it was a good thing that I did because I wanted to say that right at like 5 o'clock, there was like a P1 event, like a most critical event that happened at work, and I didn't end up getting done doing what I was doing until like 6. It was not good. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's get the housekeeping out of the way like I like to do. So this is the Home Lab Hour. I'm Rich Tesla. Like I said, this is a place to hang out and talk about Home Lab, and for me to fix my earpiece because it's digging into the back of my head. Talk about Home Lab, talk about self-hosting, talk about the videos that I make, hang out with like-minded people like you, like me, and just have a good time. I have a fantastic show with a whole bunch of stuff. I might get a little serious in one part, so buckle up. But I promise I'll make it fun. I'll try to make it fun at the same time. It's going to be a little weird. What else? We have a Discord. This whole thing is really about like keeping in touch with the community that Two Guys Tech is building around self-hosting, home labbing, and just general nerdery. I highly recommend you go join that Discord. It's free to all. There's no paywall, nothing like that. The chat is blowing up with people who are in that Discord. I mean, the chat is so busy that, I watch this thing and I interact a little bit, little typey type to people. And it's, I'm going to talk about it. I'm even going to show it. It's a great place to hang out with people. And that's really what's most important to me. Like, I'm not going to be a YouTube star, but if I can build a community around people that love the same things and share that love, that's what it's all about. As an aside, at the end of this show, which is usually about an hour long, I hop into that same Discord and we just hang out and chat with people, talk about the days, talk about the jobs, talk about the projects. Kubernetes will be discussed. There will be member berries that are discussed. It is just the things that happen. That's just the way it works. And anyway, let's see. One last thing. Brandon, who is my producer, should be hopping on here any minute behind the scenes. He had a little work thing. It was a little late. So someone's going to be turning some knobs. Things are going to be happening. It'll probably be a disaster until it shows up, which is not good because I've got a bunch of media to show you anyway. I think we can get started now. So I like to share a personal story, and I'm going to. You're going to have to forgive me. This one might be a little off topic for you guys too, but let me get my screens turned around here because now it's all comments everywhere. So Allison said, Kubernetes will be discussed. I'll queue up Johnny Cash's version of Heard for that. Absolutely. That's well said. Okay. Personal story real quick. So as you could probably imagine, a guy like me has a little bit of the ADHDs. It's fine. I think we all have something like that, right? And love for everybody. But one of the, what I call my shitty superpowers that gives me is when something captivates me, I will just get lost in it. Right. So there'll be something that just like, I have to follow the thread. I have to pull that thread until it comes through. Usually that's great because it's like a piece of hardware or it's a computer thing or it's a video, and I'll like sit down and just go nuts about stuff like that. I'm just looking at the chat going wild here. This time something else happened, and it was probably the worst experience, but in a weird way. So I listen to audiobooks. I don't have time to read. When I'm reading technical documents or something like that. So I don't read for pleasure. I listen to stuff. That's just who I am. And the Discord had turned me on to, we have a channel in the Discord that talk about books, sci-fi books, fantasy books, all that stuff. And someone in the Discord had mentioned this book series here called Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dinniman. It is 7 books long. Friends, don't read, don't listen to this book. You stay far, far away from this book, because what it has done to me for the past week is consumed my life. I have not been able to work on content. I have not been able to hold down normal conversations. I do my day job. Don't worry. I mean, I get the bills paid, but every spare moment that I can, I pop in an earbud and I'm just transfixed by this series. The dramatized audiobook, which is right, meow, is gold. It is, like, again, it's really one of those things where, like, I tell you that I couldn't not listen to it. It was like, I've been working on a video for a while. That's neither here nor there. And every time I would go to like grab the mouse to start doing editing, I would like look down at my phone and it was just like, come on, baby, listen to me. You know you want to. Listen to me. And I would be just like, okay. And I would start listening to it. I couldn't. I'm 4 books in. I'm 4 books in. So every spare moment. So don't read this. Don't read this book. You will love it. And it will, you'll end up reading all of them. Anyway, I will, Allison asked me to slap the link in the Discord. I'll make sure I do that. Actually, I can just, well, I'll do it in a second. In case it's not easy to do. I think BK just joined here, so he'll be able to drop it into the Discord. Trust me when I say it is, it's a wild ride, and it is, it's worth it. It's worth it, and it's also not worth it. If you want to get things done, don't do it. Okay. That is the personal story. Usually it's something like, oh, something happened. But this is just like, no, this is like, is it too passe or too old man to say it's like crack for your ears? I don't, is crack the thing? I don't know. That's probably, I'm showing my age. Anyway, let's move on. Cause I don't want to continue on anymore with that. Just go listen, go check it out. Do listen to the short thing about it. It's oh my goodness, the chat. Don't read the chat. That's all I'm going to say. So yeah, it's been an interesting week. There's been actually an interesting couple of weeks. I did want to talk about a few things just to get them off the table because we did finally complete the giveaway. And let me just, I want to show you stats. I like statistics. I like graphs. Do you like graphs? Because I like graphs. Back on stage here. So this is the end of the whole thing. And it might be a little hard to see. Let me do the enhance. There we go. Look at that. So the key things to take away from me. 695 individuals entered that competition. And boy, oh boy, that just warms the cockles and the subcockles of my heart, because all I really wanted that was to be really successful, get people involved. And we had a winner. It was actually, I think I said this in the Discord, but maybe I didn't. But like, my greatest hope for the whole thing was to like have somebody win who was actually interested in home labbing or self-hosting or wanted to use it for its intended purpose. The one thing I did see, like, you can look through some of these. I don't want to show people's names. I don't think there's a way for me not to. No. Will this show? I don't know if it's going to show an email address. If it does, okay. So like this guy here, he didn't win. This is just, he was the top user. Look how many actions and how many entries this gentleman had. I mean, that's someone who's playing the game, right? And so that was my big worry about the whole thing, was that there are people who are what I would call career or serial giveaway entrants. That's the word, entrants. And they're not into it for the things that I want to get out of it, for everyone to get out of it. They're into it because it's free, right? And it takes them nothing to do. So that sort of deal. I was just super happy to see how successful it was. And like I said, the person who won it, where's the thing at? Where's it at? It's down here. The person who won it's actually somebody who joined the Discord. I said Discord like 5 times. Brand's going to kill me. After doing the thing, and he's a nerd. He's a tech nerd. And so, as an aside, after we validated, we pressed the winner button, validated that it wasn't a bot or somebody cheating, and found who the person was and got a hold of them, and I boxed it all up on Monday. I guess Monday, and I shipped it out. I kid you not, friends. Today I was getting set up for the show. I'm like, why is my mouse and keyboard not working? Where's my dongle for my wireless mouse and keyboard? So Pedro B not only got the 3D printed Mega Home Lab server, but he also got my Logitech dongle for my mouse. Oh yes, Discord. I mean, the chat is full of people saying it. So yeah, so I imagine that when that person opens it up and he's all, they're all excited, and he sets it on the counter and he spins it around, he's going to see a Logitech Unify dongle. Yeah. So hey, I made a mistake. It's a bonus. They get a bonus. He's going to remote control you, is what Sakura said. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and Aragorn said, I have a stash of those at work. You know what? I don't, but I did have a spare in... I bet you right now, if everybody in this chat went to their desk and found the little cup of miscellaneous screws and bits and just the general detritus that you pick up existing in technology, I bet you have at least one dongle in there. It might not be a Logitech unifying dongle, what they call it, but it's definitely a dongle for a mouse that doesn't exist anymore. So anyway, just Rocket Lawn Chair is the name of the guy in the Discord. It's just awesome. I'm so happy that worked out. Can't be happier than that. That's good. I will do more of these, guys. I mean, they're going to be few and far between because they're stupid expensive, but I really, really enjoy giving back. And I think it's, so if you guys have ideas of like maybe more reasonable giveaways than spending that much money, drop them in our Discord as a suggestion. I would love to hear it because never hurts. 2 keyboards. Yep. I'm just not going to, boy, oh boy. I'm just going to try not to read the chat while we're talking to you. All right, so let's talk about other things, shall we? I wanted to catch up on the last thing that I did, which was an interview. I don't have a set up here because I'm not thinking ahead. So let's go to YouTube. Do you guys tech? Look at that /videos. So the last video that I put out, which a while ago, was this interview here with Jeff Reddy. Why am I seeing an advertisement? Hey guys, I'm advertising for people. Cool. That's not what I want to do. All right. So let's get fast forward this. So this gentleman right here, his name is Jeff Reddy. He was the CEO of Scale Computing. He is now the president and CMO, Chief Marketing Officer of Scale Computing, because he sold his company to Acumera. Acumera acquired Scale Computing. When that happened, I was certain, I'd gotten pinged by like Tom Lawrence, who's like, look at this. Does this look familiar to you? And I was certain that this might be kind of like the death knell of, yet another virtualization company, a la Broadcom and VMware sort of thing. So I had reached out to Jeff when it happened. I'm like, hey, I hadn't talked to the guy in a year. He's super, super nice guy, right? And I'm like, hey, you want to get on a thing and talk? Just tell me the story of what Scale is now. What is Scale Computing going to be? Because they have a really compelling offer. Here I go talking about the virtualization stuff and enterprise stuff, but they have a really compelling offer to enterprise if if you're looking for, large distributed edge computing virtualization, or you have a stack of computers. But effectively, it sounds like for the most part, the Scale that we know or that I know, I guess you guys may not know them, is effectively staying the same. And this you're not winning, Allison. I have transitioned away from that. Anyway, it's a long interview, right? It's a one of those sort of interviews where you got to be in for a long time. It's like I said, it's 51 minutes long, so it's about almost an hour long. But the key takeaways, if there are takeaways to take away, that didn't work out, is that like he has a vision for producing a community around virtualization that has effectively been lost when VMware squashed vMug. I mean, vMug still exists, but I mean, like, effectively, irrevocably changed the way that the VMware vMug community worked, because that was a big tent, and now it's not. So I have high hopes. I also grilled him on where our home lab version is, and while they don't have one, and he wasn't really committal on a home lab version of it, he did say that the community part of Aspect does include that. So I said it in the video. I'm gonna get a hold of the guy in a year from now, just check in, see how it's going, and I got to keep these big companies in line. Make sure we get our home lab versions, because it's not just for them, and it's not just for us. It's an important thing to the growth of the technology and the next generation. There, I said my speech. But it was a good conversation. It's the kind of conversation you want to turn on and take a walk. Like, it's more of a podcast than anything. But yeah, so that was the last video. And I'm gonna, after our chat tonight, I've got a video that I just threw together in a heartbeat, because we're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna flip things around here. So earlier today, there was a bunch of discussion in said Discord that I keep mentioning, and I'm sorry, about the official announcement from Synology about once again accepting third-party drives. It was posted by Digital Spaceport, I think it was the guy who released it, and someone in the Discord was like, "Hey, have you seen this, Rich?" And I'm like, "That someone's also in the chat right now." So, rip VMug. I agree with that. Coffee and cynicism. So, I basically went, I don't know. I don't have anything in my inbox. So I went and I emailed my contact at Synology. I'm like, here's this video on YouTube saying this thing. Nobody else is saying this thing. So why is it real? Is this guy wrong? Like, what's the deal? And surprisingly, I don't know, probably within maybe 10 minutes or less, I had received an email back with the official thing and saying, oh, there's an embargo. Oh yeah, they must have just got their time zones wrong or something. I'm like, I personally have a disagreement with that. I don't know how you get time zones wrong. I mean, it's a date thing and they tell you, but anyway, so technically it's not supposed to be out until the announcement was supposed to be until like 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock tonight. But then I saw NAS Compares drop theirs as well. And so basically it was Space Rex, excuse me. Thank you, Sakura and Aragorn for that. So I'm like, okay, the cat's out of the bag. The whole thing is gone. You can't be mad at Two Guys Tech, or you can't be mad at Rich Tesla for breaking an embargo if I didn't do it. So let's look at the actual press release together that announced this whole thing. Let's do it right now. There it is. Can you read it? No? Oh, that's too bad. Oh, well, guys, have a nice day. No, let me do the enhance. So this is the announcement from Synology that was sent out to all of the news media with an embargo that was supposed to release tonight Pacific time at like 7 or 8 p.m. I'm just going to get to the point that matters, because this is officially a release announcement for Disk Station Manager 7.3, right? Yeah, exactly. Sakura said it the best. And I'm just going to say this just for the public record. I will raise my right hand and I will specifically say, can't break an embargo if you never got said documentation. There, that's it. Done. Okay. Now I've been acquitted of any wrongdoing. Anyway, I'm going to read it out loud because why not? And it's this section right here, specifically the expanded software storage flexibility. It says, and I quote, "As a part of its mission statement, Synology is committed to delivering reliable, high-performance storage systems. This commitment has led to a standardized process of rigorous testing and validation for both hardware and software components, and has been an integral part of Synology's development approach for many years. Both Synology storage drives and components validated through the third-party program undergo uniform testing processes to ensure that they are able to provide the highest level of reliability with DSM. Synology is currently collaborating closely with third-party drive manufacturers to accelerate the testing and verification of additional storage drives, and will announce more updates as soon as possible. In the meantime," this is the key part, "in the meantime, 25 model year Disk Station Plus, Value, and J Series running DSM 7.3 will support the installation and storage pool creation of non-validated third-party drives. This provides users greater flexibility while Synology continues to expand the lineup of officially verified drives that meet long-term reliability standards." The most important thing here is just to say Synology backed off. But, and I touched on this a little bit in the video I'll release tonight, I read this differently. I don't read this as we won, guys, which we did. We won a battle. That battle was give us access. But the language in this to me says that when we finally get our approved drive validation program up and running and we have more third-party options, you might see us lock down the systems again. That's what I see. I don't know if you see that. I don't know if that's me just projecting and being a pessimist by nature. I like to consider myself a realist, but it's pessimistic. But I see this more as them saying, okay, the 2025 models, 925, like all the models that came out where they said, you know what, the 25 model year, you can't use the third-party drives. Clearly that has not worked for them. So power to the people. Am I right? Anyway, there it is in black and white, listed for your eyes to gaze upon. I don't think that this is, I feel like we should take a bet. We should take a bet. Let's do a friendly bet. Friendly bet is that when the 26, maybe 27 model year of Synology's come out, they may see a restriction again. I don't know if I'm just, that's rich pessimism here, but I feel like we're looking at a very real possibility that, again, because there's this part here. Where does it say here? I just want to see it. Right here. They're currently collaborating closely with third-party drive manufacturers to accelerate the testing and verification of additional storage drives and will announce more updates as soon as possible. I'm just saying. That to me feels like they're saying, you won this time, but you won't win again. And that's, I mean, Synology is not an evil corporation. I genuinely like Synology hardware. I love DSM. I will fight anyone who thinks that Synology doesn't have the best user experience for the general user, right? I mean, how many of you in this chat have not gone and said to somebody who talked to you at work and said, hey, I want a NAS at home. You're like, you need a Synology. You're not telling them to get a true NAS scale box spun up, right? Yeah. So was it because of money? Probably. It was probably because of money, because the only thing that works with corporations at all, anywhere in the world, United States or otherwise, is money. So this is money. So yeah, and Aragorn Strider said the higher end systems already have limits, drive limits. So it's entirely possible that, I mean, this was specifically, like I said, it's listed here as the DiskStation Plus, the DS with an actual plus value in the J series. I can't believe they're still making J series, but that's all of the consumer stuff. That's all of the consumer NASes. Okay. Yeah. And all right. Yeah. The chat. Okay. Chat. While you're here, they already started doing it. Throw in alternative NAS solutions. I saw Ugreen listed there. I see ZimaCube, which by the way, I've heard relatively poor things about ZimaCube. TerraMaster is another one. Let's just see how many we can list in this chat about different different NAS manufacturers. Like, and then Sakura's got it. Sakura always has to show up and drop the hundreds of terabytes worth of storage at home he's got. He's a data hoarder. What do you expect? 45 drives. Okay, yeah. NAS Lite. Look at this. QNAP. QNAP's another one. I forgot about them. Minis Forum. Like Game Over Dave just said Minis Forum. That's a good one. That's a good example. Anyway, I think that is a fair assessment of it. Do want to say thank you to Aragorn Strider and everybody who bubbled it up immediately. Like, it is such an awesome thing to have people who are into the same thing you are, like, find something and share it with the community. Be like, boom, there it is. That's awesome. I dig that. So thank you guys. I want to switch things around just a little bit. And so Link Station's another one. That's good. Admit Link Station's another NetApp. We're starting to get into the the enterprise. No, you can't count a USB dock, Sakura. Let's transition, because I want to show you guys something, and I want to. This is the serious part. This is the thing I was talking about. Jeez, Reduxio. Man, this is just so many. Okay. I'm sure for you guys by now, if you've been living under a rock, I don't know how you wouldn't know what Sora is. Sora is the video creation LLM style thing from OpenAI, right? Sora 2 is the next generation because you remember when was it Vivo 3 came out from Google? It just basically just pulled down its pants and took a crap all over Sora and OpenAI's thing. So Sora 2 is around now. It just announced. It's been basically 8 days. It went available. Most people, including myself, even though I pay for ChatGPT, I don't have access to Sora 2 as it is from the website here. But if you're an iOS user, which I have the superior operating system, they released a Sora app which uses Sora 2. And here's where I wanted to so it's obviously better. It's more like the Vivo 3 that they have. Like these are all examples of it, right? It looks like real life. That was a little fake, but like the system is scary, and amazing at the same time. All of these are just generated by Sora 2, right? So, by the way, I'm not advocating you install this on your iOS device, but I understand if you do, because I did. So I want to talk about this a little bit. So I'm going to have, Brandon, you want to turn the music off just for a second? Because I want to show some videos here. So I got on Sora 2 on the app, and let me go full screen. Let me remove this. And I wanted to generate some videos. Now, the difference on the app is that when you open up the app, it asks you if you want to build a cameo. And what a cameo is basically it takes a quick picture of your head, of your face, right? And it can be a far shot of your whole body too if you want, but a quick picture of your face. And then you can say, when you do your prompts, you can say, person, me, is doing a thing, right? And then it makes the thing. And it has a verification process. Like when you do it, it makes you say 3 random sets of numbers, and it makes you turn your head some random directions. And that's just to keep people from like cheating and stealing someone else's persona. But they're building a like social media platform like Instagram Reels or something like that, where you can make content, you can share your content, and you can use your friends' cameos, and you can do this stuff, and it's kind of gross. But I want to show you what it. So I'm gonna stop talking for this one. Here's the first one. I have no shame. So let's just get this one up here. First one up.
Oh, nothing like cardio in a tutu. Look at this spin. Okay, I'm done. That was fun.
So, that's not me. It sounds like me, but it's not me. The prompt was take my cameo and make me run around in a pink tutu, and that's what it produced. It's only like a 30-second shot of my face, and that's it that made that. There's more. Would you like to see more? I want to show you some more. All right. Cringe hard. It gets worse, Sakura, so just buckle up. So let's get another one. I asked it to make a video of me flying through outer space, punching asteroids to defend the planet Earth.
Path. Boom. Stay away from home. Gotcha. Earth stays safe. Another day saved. Earth is safe. For now.
I mean, Earth is safe for now. That obviously doesn't sound like me either, that's fine. I don't necessarily want it to sound like me. But it gets worse. I try to get creative. Here's a prompt of me saying, my cameo as a divorced dad at a child's birthday party, failing to make balloon animals for children at the party. Here we go.
Balloon dog. I'm a little rusty, but we'll give it a shot. Here we go, and ta-da!
It looks like a worm.
Oh, okay, critics, new plan. Sword coming right up.
Now, when I watch that, I feel like, by the way, before I say anything, when I made my cameo, it's only a picture of my head. Yes, I'm a kind of a fat dude. Why does it assume that I'm a fat dude? Is it the beard? Is like this the beard? Like I was like, oh yeah, anyone with a big beard's got to have like a bigger, heavier body. I don't know. To me, when I look at that, it looks like one of those like high blood pressure commercials. And so like the source that they trained it on was like high blood pressure commercials. And this is the guy. Like, I don't know. There's that. Let me, two more. All right. Next one.
It's a priority 1 alert. I have to close the ticket. Come on.
Well, I guess I'll go on break.
Yes, Sakura says bald equals make you chunky in AI. Apparently, we need to get some more people with that. So that's me apparently pulling fiber optic cables out of a switch because of a priority 1 ticket and then going on break when lights go off. Last one. I asked it to be, make me like a sham wow kind of salesman, info salesman trying to sell a fake technology device, right? This is where I'll start to get into my serious stuff here. Aragorn Strider says, people with beards have something to hide. Two Guys Tech. Also, I have a beard. Last one. It's this guy here. This is me being a infomercial salesman trying to sell a device. But the device is crappy and it breaks. And when I made this one, this is when I started to feel weird about the future of content creation.
5000 is the fastest group Obama call ever made. Faster than the NVIDIA 9000 EV Ultra. Get yours now. Only 59 cents plus $5,000 shipping. What the hell's this thing? The back just fell off this.
Yeah, I don't know why it cut off. These videos are only like 9 seconds long. So the longer you make them talk, the more like it's going to be cut off. So this is where I want to get all like, Rich is going to get all serious. While I'm talking here, this is what I want to do. Brandon is here. So you guys in the chat, come up with a prompt. I will throw it into the device using me and it will generate it while we're talking here. Then I will put it up here for us to see, and it could be terrible. It might be great. It might be terrible. So throw your ideas in the chat. Brandon will collect those things so we can do something. And then he'll just send it to me and I'll drop it in the phone and we'll talk about it. So I'm going to get all like waxing kind of poetic sad here. I know we've had conversations on the this live stream about like the future. Whenever we talk about AI, oh my gosh, Crocodile Hunter, they're great. Anyway, keep going, guys, keep going. We've talked about what this means for the future of content creation, and this really is the first time I've been like, oh shit. And this feels like we are heading towards a era of like this. We already have AI slop problems, right? You guys who are doom scrolling on a chia pet. Oh my gosh. All right, there we go. That's a good one. Brandon, figure out one for us and throw it in there for me. But it really does feel like we're starting to see the beginning of this, because, you know, if we go and show what Sora says, or excuse me, OpenAI says on this, they make some comments here about launching responsibly, concerns about doom scrolling, addiction, isolation, and real life sloptimization feeds are top of mind. Here's what we are doing about it. We are giving users the tools and optionality to be in control of what they see on the feed. Using OpenAI's existing large language models, we have developed a new class of recommender algorithms that can be instructed through natural language. We also have built-in mechanisms to periodically poll users on their well-being and proactively give them the option to adjust their feed. That's not how any of this works. If that was the way it works, there wouldn't be problems with social media as a whole. This app is made to be used with your friends. Overwhelming feedback from testers is that the cameos are what makes this feel different and fun to use. If you've seen any of the cameos that are out there, you'll see that that's not the case. All right. Did we get something, Brandon? Is there, I don't know if you threw it into the thing here, and I'll put it on the thingy. All right. We're going to choose spell checking. I love it. Okay. Because I get to choose how my likeness is being, so I'm going to build one. It's going to say, we'll use this one. Sexy bearded man describing why generated videos are bad for journalism and security. So I'm going to say myself as a, I can't use the word sexy because it'll be like, oh, you can't say sexy. As a journalist, technology journalist, talking about how AI videos are bad for journalism and security. Boom. So I hit the save button or the go button. And now it's doing its thing. So it takes a little bit, so we'll hang out here. But it really is feeling like a attractive. Wait, but I already am attractive. Come on, meow. I mean, my wife loves me. That's all that matters, right? Anyway, so this really is like, while this is churning here, it just feels like we're entering into a world now where the realism is it's just too real. If someone isn't paying attention, they're going to see some crazy stuff. And all it costs is one rainforest. It's not lost on me that as I'm generating these videos of myself fake tearing wires out of server racks that I'm adding to the downfall of society and not society, but the downfall of the climate by wasting water and electricity, right? Especially when I make really, really bad ones like this.
Beast. Die. Stay down.
I wish I had that sort of muscle tone. If I was built like that, that was me as an orc with a battle axe killing a mimic, because I thought that'd be great. Yeah. Too bad this will be not live after the show's over. We're about halfway through the generation of this. While that's going, let's see what else. Oh, I did want to talk about something else here that I think that I actually kind of wanted to get you guys' opinion on, because I think that this could be yet another death knell for a piece of technology that a lot of us use. Thrown up on the stage. I don't know if you heard this or not, but Qualcomm, this says is buying, but Qualcomm has officially purchased Arduino, and they have made some statements. They've claimed that despite the acquisition, Arduino will continue to operate under its own brand and maintain its mission identity. Arduino open source ethos and support for a wide variety of chips not locked to Qualcomm will be preserved. Qualcomm plans to release a new Arduino development board powered by its Dragon Wing processor, aimed especially at robotics and AI applications. I tried a while back, a long time ago, actually, to really get into Arduino, and the best I could come up with is a mouse jiggler that plugs into a USB port, which is still, a good thing. I've made those for a few people now. Anyway, so, yeah, like Game Over Dave said, easy way to get on a geek's shit list. I'm not certain if Qualcomm is the evil empire that others are, but it does definitely cause a conflict of interest when you think about Qualcomm making their own silicon, their own CPUs, and then owning something that is more neutral, right? And that is supposed to be super cheap for people to build their own, like, not PLCs, right? But basically programmable logic controller kind of stuff and build things. So we'll see. Shadow Technology says, why does this spell Broadcom? I think you mean smell, but yeah. So Allison said that she made an Arduino powered button box for flight sims. Like, Arduino's great. Is my thing done here? No, almost done. I have no idea what it's going to make me look like here. We'll see. And is it done? Come on now. Are you done? You guys can't see what I'm doing, so it doesn't matter. It looks like the Sora service is quite overwhelmed at the moment because there we go. Okay. I'm going to set this to download so I can get over to the thing. I'm not going to listen to this. So if it's terrible, it's terrible. So I'm going to download this. God, that's terrifying. That's just terrifying. I'm just seeing it. Okay. Let me send this over to the live stream here. So we're going to select Please stand by while I make live things happen. Right. Where is that? I am a Nextcloud user, and so having Nextcloud on my mobile device means transferring stuff is relatively easy. You should use Nextcloud if you don't already use it. And let's go ahead and replace. Uploading. Cool. Now let me get it up here in the video feed for us. So, okay. Forgive me. All right. Refresh. Come on. Was that it? No, that's not it. There, it's coming down right now. Okay. Cool. All right, let me get it up here. I will go to add this and then add the video file. And okay.
Journalist. And lately I've been more worried about what artificial intelligence is doing to video. These clips can be spun up in minutes, they look convincing, and they spread faster than any reporter can fact check them. Take this one, it's supposed to be an interview.
And it stops itself, but it made that. And it's I like how it
Technology journalist. And lately I've been more worried about what artificial intelligence is doing to video. These clips can be spun up in minutes, they look convincing, and they spread faster than any reporter can fact check them. Take this one, it's supposed to be an interview.
What do you think? Do I look for? I mean, it's kind of my voice, right? It's kind of. I didn't do a voice training like some of them do, but it is pretty. It's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good. But yeah, tough times are coming, friends. You wait. I sure hope you. It's going to get to the point where I think that everybody is just going to effectively not trust anything. Like you can't trust anything anymore. You can't trust anybody. So it's pretty close. Yeah. It was a lot better. So, I mean, if I had to choose one, obviously either me as Superman with really big, strong muscles punching asteroids, or me as an orc fighter with a battle axe was, I mean, they didn't, whatever. Anyway, okay. So, friends, I'm going to go ahead and that was the content for this. I will get to the last bit of this. So, I'm going to bring this to a close. Like I said at the top of the show, or the bottom of the show, whichever one it is that we do a live, a hangout afterwards in Discord. Consider joining. It was my honor to hang out with you guys and talk about Synology and talk about all the things we talked about, I guess. Anyway, let's bring it to a close. We'll be back next week. I'll be back next week. Maybe you'll be back next week. So if you are new to this, join our Discord. The links are in all the normal link places. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you to Shadow Technologies, who is in the middle of a cutover of his network gear at home. And unfortunately, has to go back and do some more cutover stuff. So good luck with that, sir. You guys are awesome. We will see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Take care.